Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Daniela. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday face routine. I'm going to show you how I prep my skin. If you like this type of video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. I've gotten quite a few of new subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want to see me do my everyday face routine, what products I use, all that, then just keep on watching. Starting off, don't kill me, but I don't moisturize every day, but recently I've been really liking the Glossier primer, the priming moisturizer. Glossier, did I say that? Glossier. It's really nice. I like how lightweight it is. I don't go crazy. I just put on that much. If you have too much moisturizer on, your foundation tends to slip. Next is sunscreen, and especially if you are using the Glossier moisturizer, it has a type of retinoid in it, so you definitely need to be using sunscreen. This is the Bioré UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence. This is a chemical sunscreen, so it doesn't have zinc, or I forgot the other ingredient, but you know, it doesn't have that ingredient in it where you look like a ghost. So it is very lightweight and nice to put underneath makeup. This has SPF 50 in it, which is really good. I'm not gonna lie, some days I don't put on sunscreen even though I should. I'm gonna go ahead and put on lip balm. This is the Glossier coconutbalm.com. I actually really like this lip balm. It's super hydrating. Now that my skin is prepped, I'm gonna move on to primer. So for primer, I have been using the e.l.f. This is called the Luminous Matte Primer. It doesn't have the name on it. It feels very similar to the Fenty Beauty Primer, so if you have that, you could use that as well. This is a very strange primer. I haven't really used something like this. It is literally like luminous and matte. So you can see it comes off as a lotion consistency rather than like a silicone based primer. Now that I have applied, what the fuck is this? Now that I've applied the primer on my face, we're going to be moving to foundation. Now when I'm doing this every single day, I'm trying to, you know, go out the door as soon as I can. So my go-to is a stick foundation, and she's pricey, but actually really good, and this is the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick, and this is in the shade Warm Ivory. See, I love this foundation, but at the same time I feel like I hate it, because if your skin is not well prepped enough for it, I feel like it's not gonna stick. Your skin is well prepped for it, it looks amazing. There's like no pores, my skin is so smooth, and it's actually really good coverage. I don't have acne prone skin, so I'm not worried about blemishes, except for obviously this guy right here. My problem mostly is just I have rosacea, which is very mild. It's over here on my cheeks and on my nose, and then right here under my nose. So I don't try to cover my whole face with foundation. I mostly just apply it in the center area and then blend my way out. So I'm gonna apply it here on my nose, underneath my eyes, and right here, and then I kind of will take a little bit here. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics No. 3 brush from the Crystal Quartz brush set. So I just slightly move it downward and then I pat it in. So as you can see, this already has really decent amount of coverage. For concealer, I freaking love this concealer, and that's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Everyone was going nuts about this because they said it was a dupe for Shape Tape, which Tarte Shape Tape, if you don't know what that is. We don't talk about Tarte on this channel. In the shade C7, I like to mix C7 and C8 because C8 has more of a, on the website it says for medium skin tones with a yellow undertone, but it kind of, I feel like it has like a peachy undertone, so I think it's good for concealing the darkness that I have. So I'm just gonna be dotting that. So I'm putting that under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, over here in this area, and right here. I'm gonna be taking the same concealer but in a different shade. Like I said, this is C8, and just putting that right here. So I do like to let the concealer sit under my eyes just for a little bit, and then I'll go in and blend in the other areas. So this, oh my god, I love this brush. This is a Sephora airbrush concealer brush. This is it, the number 57. This is such a nice brush to blend out concealer. I wasn't a huge fan of blending out foundation concealers with brushes, but ever since like I started this routine, I actually really like using this brush. If I do have blemishes, I'm not like crazy about covering them, but yeah, this is just, if I have some blemishes that come through, it's not a big deal, you know, that's just me. I'm gonna blend this under my eye. You can see like how full coverage this concealer is. Like, it's so good. Only $7 too, so it's really nice. The only downside is it doesn't come with a lot of product. That's my only beef with it. Other than that, I love this concealer. I'm gonna quickly set my under eyes, and I don't necessarily like to put powder, you know, like under this whole eye. I only like to bake where I crease, which is right here. If you can see like this little line underneath my eye. If I apply powder underneath my whole eye, I just look like a dry mess. I'm gonna be setting that with my tried and true Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. I use mostly shade 15, and then sometimes I'll use 10 just because this is kind of too yellow for me and this is kind of too orange, and there's not one in between that is actually with my undertone. Gonna set the rest of my face, so just here, and I really like to press the powder in. I let it bake on my nose. And then right here. So I did go in a little bit with the loose powder in the shade 10. And right now I'm just gonna dust off whatever excess powder I have. So moving on to brows, I actually like to use a dip brow. I've actually recently cut the tails of my brows just because I like going for a straighter brow look. Use the dip brow pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills in Granite. So I'm just gonna brush my brows up using this brush. It doesn't have a name on it, and I feel really bad because I actually really like this brush. Okay, so I just ended up doing my brows off camera just because because yeah. Next, I'm gonna go into highlight. So for highlight, oh my god, this highlight is so nice for like just glowy, healthy, glossy looking skin, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Golden Flower Crown. To apply that, I'm going to be using my Morphe R36 brush. I'm going to be applying it in the usual places where I usually do it, so it's the tip of my nose, a little bit on my chin, on my cheekbones, I grab a different brush to put it down the bridge of my nose, and this is the Spectrum A06 brush. And then I also apply it on my Cupid's bow. I also use the highlighter from Wet n Wild to apply it here and the corners of my eye. I usually don't put bronzer or contouring or anything like that for every day. I just don't have the time for that. So I'm gonna be using blush. I usually use the NYX powdered blush in Dusty Rose, but since I always use that, I'm pretty sure you guys are already tired of it. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. blush palette using this color right here. So I just pat that in. These blushes are actually really pigmented, so be careful if you actually plan on using this blush. The only thing I do on my eyes, I used to do eyeliner every single day, but I got tired of it, so I just apply mascara, and this is the best mascara if you have really straight lashes that just go. This is the Etude House Curl Fix mascara. For lips, I use two options most of the time. I either go with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London, or, I mean, this color isn't really an everyday color, but it is for me because I love browns and stuff like that. So I use the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Cork. For today's video, I'm going to be using Dose of Colors Cork, and this formula is really nice. It's so lightweight. It's like the first matte liquid lipstick that I've had that's not super drying. Like, it's just, I could go hours and hours with this lipstick and it doesn't dry out my lips at all. Lastly, I always spray my face, and I always use the bedescu rosewater spray. This isn't really a spray to make my makeup last longer, it's just to make my skin look a little bit more glowy and hydrated and more skin-like rather than a cakey face. So this is my everyday face routine. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas of what videos I should do next, you should leave a comment down below. I also have polls sometimes that I do on Instagram, so if you want to follow me on there, give me your input. I do these videos for you guys, and yep, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.